Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday from Miss Kitty Cat, Miss Kira, and myself. We are here, and I am a little late because I spent fully 5 minutes staring at my stream dashboard trying to come up with a stream title, but kept realizing that I still don't know what I actually want to do today in game. I have options, and I cannot decide. So I eventually chose something incredibly generic and then decided, you know what, we'll just craft some stuff while we figure it out and drink some coffee and pet the kitty cat because she's so pretty and she deserves all the attention. Because how could she not? Baby. Too many things. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Hello, hello. Title should have been I have options and can't decide. It's a good one. It's a good one. I want to thank Saga for a 37-month reset whenever she comes back from pizza. Thank you very, very much. Holy smokes, it's a long time. Also, Silver Stitcher with a 20-month reset. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I'm familiar with the voice thing. I don't have anything I can really do about it. Gabriel, thank you for the 2-month reset. And Kit Kat Sue with a 27-month resub. Good morning to Hazel and Kira. Also, Bruce the First with a 25-month resub. Appreciate it. If anything, maybe I should let it wake me up and be like, well, I don't know if they're actually getting any traction or if it's just a bit strange. But if there's a market for that, then maybe it's a good sign that I should make more videos with my actual voice that doesn't need any AI. Hello, Hazel and Miss Kira. Too many things and too many games as well. I'm making Primal Convergence because they looked really profitable. And honestly, I also wanted to make Omnium Draconis and then maybe do a big batch of Potions of Power because that all looked pretty good. All that versatility. I made a big batch of Versa yesterday on stream. Sold all of it. Made another huge batch. Sold all of that. I was happy with that. And now I'm just reinvesting into this because it seems good. Snow Coconut, thank you for the 4-month reset. Feeling the alt itch as well. The patch is dangerously engaging, right? That's kind of where I'm at here. Let me consume some caffeine and let me dish about what I'm stuck between. Also tell you what I did yesterday. So on one hand, I have things that I can do in the Emerald Dream collecting wise. I can go plant some seeds. I can do safari. There's more wild pets out there that I don't have yet, and they're really cute, and I would like them. So I could go looking for pets in the Emerald Dream. It would be kind of nice to get that done earlier rather than later. I'm not going to do any more priest keys because I'm scheduled to do more this evening. And also, I did a ton of keys in my priest yesterday, both on stream in the morning, but also off stream later in the day. I got on after dinner and then I stayed on until bedtime, which I know sounds normal, but I don't normally slam keys for that long in one sitting. We must have done, I don't know how many we did, but we did some keys. And my priest is pretty much at a point where, yeah, she could get more rating. I could get more score, but I'm going to do more tonight. And also, what am I in a rush for? What am I trying? I guess, yeah, if I got 2K before Wednesday, then I can have one free piece of heroic level tier. And then I can catalyze a different thing to get 2 sets. So maybe I'll try to do that. But that'll be way easier on Tuesday. When the new week rolls around and we have Tyrannical, we can get more score for doing all these same keys. So I'm kind of feeling that maybe my priest does not need to do keys this morning. Cash78, thank you for the 22-month resub. Let's get nuts. Oh, holy smokes. Access to a cleared raid. Take your druid and fish in to get the flying fish flight form. Oh, cool. Dream collecting's fun too, but farming crests on day. Wise take a break? Yeah, I'm going to be doing more keys later. So I think my priest is okay. Although I do want to show you her score and stuff because I did some keys yesterday. Here's the thing, is that it's kind of the fun thing to do right now. Really feels well, you got, the crest that you wanted to get on your main. I'm pretty sure I'm capped on Worm's Crest, Drake's Crest, and Whelpling's Crest. And I have a good amount of Aspect Crests as well. I might not be capped on them, but I've got a good chunk of them. Why not play an alt? You could do it all again. That's what a lot of my friends are now getting alts at this point in the week, and going and doing the normal raid, or they're clearing keys. And I was like, well, I like alts. I did that at the end of the last season. I could do it again early. I should pick an alt. I should pick an alt. And I'm having a hard time choosing what I want to do. The thing that occurred to me is that there's that Resto Druid I was leveling. That Troll Resto Druid that I wanted to PvE Resto Druid heal on. She's only level 31, but it's the anniversary event. There's an experience buff up right now. So I could benefit from that and just level her and then use that. And is that what I want to do? It might be. I don't know. I need more coffee. Frost DK, I dare you. I don't even have one, man. I have Wormbin. He's level 19. What will be the name of the new hunter you'll make today? I thought Hunter was another idea, because if I do a DPS, and I'm not just like respecking my existing priest to shadow, which is a possibility, then I mean there's choices, but Hunter is a good one for me. The age of Wormbin is upon us. And all that has a different role would be a nice change of pace. Yeah, maybe. Sometimes I run into that. I'm like, well, what do you need another healer for? You just healed a bunch of them. What do you want to do it in a different class for? And I'm like, I don't know, to see what it does. BM's cranking right now. That does sound convincing, but like, am I gonna crank? I don't know, it doesn't sound likely. I'm a diva with DPS where I'm only having fun if I feel like I'm doing a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm crafting. I don't know. I'm stuck. Kitty, do you know what I should do? Maybe. Alright, so I made a bunch of those. Oh, those are so good too, but I could spend all day making that. What about this? What if I take this and I just buy like 3,000 here? I know they're profitable and I could make them. Oh, I can't bring myself to just buy them when they're profitable, and I could make them. Oh, but it's 3. It's going to be a long time. Well, I'm not done thinking yet. Let's track that. Let's make 3K of these. So we're going to need of the basic stuff. I think there might be more supply of copper herbs now, but I'm not too worried about it. 3 of those, and then of those. Those have fallen off again. And then these guys. Remember when Rytherbark was expensive? Me neither. And then, how am I doing on Auchenbloom? I feel like I have... Yeah, I have 20,000 of those, so those should be fine. I'll need to listen to your heart. Collecting hunter pets can be fun as well. Redskin Draenei. On the way to Micro Center, hoping I can get a dual monitor solution. Be able to put Twitch on another screen, keep playing WoW. Oh, that is the life. Once you have lived that life, you will have a hard time going back. It's really nice. There's so many things that are just nice to have on the second monitor. Your Discord, your music player, you know, a Twitch stream, a YouTube video, a Wowhead page. It's incredible. Possibilities. Endless. Mind boggles. Rytherbark, plentiful and Emerald Dream. Do errands, just craft 10k in Omnium Draconis. It'll be done by the time I'm home. Mythic Tindral looks insane. Oh, how's the race been? I didn't check it yesterday. I gotta wait for myself. All right, so that's gonna take like a minute, isn't it? I mean, we do have lots of crafting speed. My crafting speed's at 75%. It's so fast that it can't even load the casting bar correctly. It stutters. But they are coming through. But we're still making 3,000 of them. No idea how the new profession system works at all? Got any tips or an article or video? I made a video that shows how I use the system to make my gold. It doesn't... The Wowhead basic guide would probably be a good place to start because it'll just talk you through like what the stats do. But my video here, I'll drop a link if you want it. Gold. That's the one. Go through all the different parts to how I get set up. Change tabs to specialization. It doesn't stutter. Weird. I didn't know that. That's cool. 7 of 9 are dead. Liquid and Echo. Okay, so Echo killed Smolderon then. Both on 8, and it's hard. Method is now on 8 also. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of satisfying just to watch. I need a diagram or like a spinny wheel or something. How do you you guys choose? I mean, I take this, I give this advice all the time. I just can't take it. How do you guys choose your alts for what you're going to play? I think I'm afraid to tank because I don't know the pulls and I don't want to know the pulls. I don't care enough to learn the pulls. I would just run in there and pull anything and people would be like, what on earth are you doing? And I'd be like, I don't know, fight me. And then we'd be brawling and I'd be in trouble. So I feel like tanking's out. I like being able to just follow somebody else around. You want to know the dark secret of tanks? We don't know the pulls either. Remember the quote for the last race? Limit killed Echo. Running out of artisan's metal, nothing is profit. It's, Yeah, it's going to vary based on the recipes and stuff and how much specialization you've been able to get. But with full gear and full spec, I have a lot of things that are profitable right now anyways. Look for a WoW class generator. Madrick, the dwarf, thank you very much for giving out some gift subs. I really appreciate that. Congrats to everybody who picked him up. Holy moly. Wouldn't mind tanking, don't want to have to learn all that either. I like that alts that are low stress button mashers. While playing Ardred, have Havoc DK, but never, or Havoc DH, can never choose between them. I was hearing it's like the era of Demon Hunters right now. Find a spec I think is interesting, look up how it plays. If I like it, I give it a shot. It's an incredibly rational way of looking at it. What are you, well adjusted? That's just smart. Melee DPS? Melee DPS? Melee! Or as I said it when I was 12 or 11 or 10 and I was playing Smash Brothers Melee, Melee! Because I did not know how to say that word. Just saying. I think I was only talking about tanking because people need them. There's not very many of them. It would make it easy to just like run keys. Fury Warrior era. Best looking raid tier set. Once DKs get their stupid axe, they'll be the tanking kings this patch. Pick what has the biggest number so I can feel depressed when I cannot do that well. Alter the class that's currently strong because being strong is fun. Yeah. Do I have enough eyeballs for DPS? Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got like a kind of like a vignette sort of thing. Like, it's a little darker on the edges of your vision. Is this just the streamlights? Hang on a second. Nah, I think I'm tired. Do I have enough eyeballs to play a DPS? With a healer! I'm so comfy with healing because it's such a solved property. Like, either people are dead or they're not dead. You make them not dead, they're alive, good job, you did it. Whereas DPS is kind of like, you could always do more. Obviously, yeah, you know, the boss dies and that's good. But like, it feels like with DPS, I could always do more. And I play that kind of number chasing in raids sometimes, but in keys, as long as people are alive, that's like the end of my level of worry when I'm healing. Whereas with the DPS, I feel like I'm always, there's a lot more opportunities for failure beyond just like, whoop, that person's toast. Let chat choose. Also, level as a tank, do fine damage while questing. I feel like we've had that conversation before. Item level for normal raid. Depends on what you can, that's going to be determined by who's inviting you. And to be honest, I don't really know the range. 430-ish, maybe? Barnacles could make a debut as a bear tank in keys. Feel bad if they die at my watch. Yeah. We were joking around in Throne of Tides. I was healing Throne of Tides. We were joking around about how the Warlock just needs to water breathing people and then they won't drown. And then the Warlock gets the drowning thing, and they're like, no, it's on me, it's fine. I'm like, so you don't need me to heal you then? And he's like, no, I'll die. And then he died. Oops. I don't think water breathing actually works, but... Leveling that always do more pressure doesn't have to be placed on yourself. Yeah. But what if that do more pressure is like... the key? What if that's the source? What if that's the juice that... Oh, we're not very far into that. The juice that makes it compelling and satisfying. All right. Can I make a little document or something while I'm working on this? Photoshop. No, I don't want to Google Photoshop. I'm so tired this morning. That doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure I slept last night. I don't know. I'm gonna burrow into the earth and make a nest. Sleep with the worms. How does that work on undead then? Surely they can't drown, right? Let's make a nice comfy desktop size thing. And then I'm crafting, and then while I'm crafting, let me see here. We're gonna say Hazel's alt choosing thingy. Good. Here, we'll put it in a nice little box so it doesn't get lost along whatever else we're doing here. Alright. Wow, that box was not a box. That was a white colored box. Here. Here you go. Alright. And then let's make this orange. We're gonna do like pros and cons. Ardrid. And then that's the name of the Ardrid that I have. And then another one is gonna be BM Hunter. I would probably play my Draenei BM Hunter, because she seems nice. Don't have a good reason not to. I do have a Troll BM Hunter as well. I could set up either of them. And then, do I want one more option to fight between here? We've got like we've got a ranged DPS, we've got a healer. Am I actually, I don't think I want a tank. I don't want to put a tank in the list. I'm gonna preface this whole thing by saying that I'm going to be incredibly ornery and picky, and I'm gonna shoot down a ton of your very good ideas for no reason other than I don't want to. Augmentation, don't want to. Shaman, Flabby's got that covered. Frost DK, you're right, I won't. I need to look at a list of WoW classes. Is there anything else that would genuinely tempt me to be like my alt? Let me see here. WoW classes. Playable classes, worldofwarcraft.com. Here we go. Yeah, don't want is a good reason. I'm just going to come off as a little bit whiny. I don't want to. So, that's an option. Am I rolling it with all melee? I might be rolling it all melee. Because, like, what am I going to do? Be a rep paladin? I guess I could look at the rankings and flavor chase. Another pre-spec. I don't really want to do Shadow because I feel like I never have fun with Shadow in dungeons. I like Shadow in raids. Shadow in dungeons stresses me out because I never feel like I get enough time to actually ramp on stuff. But maybe it's changed. They have changed the specs some. Probably don't need another druid. We don't need anything. I don't need to play WoW. I feel like that argument, while valid, is meaningless here. Mage or warlock? I don't even have a mage. I have a few warlocks. Why don't I like them? What's wrong with warlock? Why do I hate warlocks? I don't hate warlocks. I never end up sticking with them for very long. I feel like if I'm gonna be in a ranged DPS, I'm probably gonna do BM. So if I'm not, so if that rules out all the other ranged, it's a question of, do I want a tank or do I want to put a melee DPS in this list? Night Flame. Mind you, bearing in mind, I don't have a mage. I don't have a monk. I don't want to be a mage. I'm not going to be a monk. Would I be a druid tank? Would I be a warrior tank? Would I be a warrior DPS? This guy looks really mad. Do warriors not do skincare? I want you to be a warlock so I can watch you learn how to get better at it. You did enjoy spinning as a warrior. That is true. That is true. If I'm going to be a healer alt, I'm going to level my Ardrid. I'm feeling that I'm not going to... Unless I pick something just for a meme, I'm not going to melee. if I was gonna tank, it would be either Anthus as a prop paladin or Barnaclus as a bear. But, like, what am I gonna do tanking a raid? I don't know, tank it. Fury Warriors are just mad they aren't Arms Warriors. Enhance Shaman, get yourself a couple spare keyboards. Enhance is off limits to me, I can't do it. I have an unfair, I don't like boomkins. I should say, I don't like playing boomkins. I think boomkins are wonderful people. I've just never clicked with that class. I said repeatedly I don't want to tank. Yeah, I'm just making sure I believe it. I'm just making sure that that's what I believe. Are these really my two options? I guess I'll put, I mean, two of them are druids. Here. Do it that way. Cheap and dirty. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Word processing software? Why, you could never. Oh my god, this is gonna be the most illiterate document ever. Pros, healing. Cons, healing. What do you mean? What am I trying to say? This used to be how I would choose which person to have a crush on when I was like 8 years old in elementary school, is I would be like, okay, these are my options. We're gonna list out all the good things about him and all the bad things about him. How's Holy Priest? It feels fun. Dwarf Frost Mage. Pick the one that is truly calling to you. Was it me? Were you born? What were the pros and cons for 8-year-old Hazel, generally speaking? Pros involved good haircuts. Or at least what passed for a good haircut in 2000 and what, 2000. Not even no 4, 2000. What passed for a good haircut in 2000. And then cons were like mean. Frosted tips. There were frosted tips. Do you have a lack of goblins? Am I starting something fresh? Am I going to level something new? I was leveling that troll. I want to look at the character creation screen, but I also want to craft, I also want to be crafting my stuff here. Means a good con. Hunters can tame pets. The thing with the hunters and the pets is that I personally, just for me, I don't like collecting hunter pets. I like collecting battle pets. On my hunter, I want to have just like a handful of pets and I use those and they become like sort of iconic to that hunter. I want to not, like, the more pets I have, the more kind of saturated it feels on a hunter to me, and the less connected I feel with my pet. I just feel like it's just different skin options for like a thing. What I really like about Classic Hunter is that it's just one pet. You leveled that bad boy. You fed it fish from the sea. That is your pet, and you have like a story and a journey and a history together. And I've always felt that was lacking on Hunter on retail, especially when you get into BM and you're playing like the two pets thing. I always had a hard time feeling as connected with them, and then collecting more options makes it like, I like having a lot of options so I can pick one that feels really good to the hunter, but like I don't like going to get lots of different ones because it to me, only in my own little world that should not have any impact on how anybody else enjoys their life, cheapens the impact of having that pet. But that's just me, like I said. Nothing against collecting hunter pets, it's just not my thing. How's it going with the gold? Pretty good, I think. You had to learn how to bite and then teach your tiger pet how to bite. And what a webcomic that would have made. Thinking of playing Holy Priest, how is it? They seem good. I'm enjoying it so far. Here I am having 40 pets using exactly 2. Miss the beginning of this venture. Does this all have specific hopes and dreams? No, Not really. The hope and dream was to kind of pug normal and like run low keys. And then that was kind of the whole plan. Was just to have an alt to the kind of... Because like I've done all of the raid and all of the keys. Well, I've done all the raid that I'm going to do this week on my priest. And I feel like I could still like go mess with it. But if I did it on a character that hasn't done it, then they might have a chance to get some gear. How many gift subs for a male panda arcane mage? That's all you need? Yeah. Always play with Hachi as my pet. After Legion, felt connected with him. Yeah. And I mean, I like Aerith's pets. Like my Draenei Hunter, she has a peacock and she has a butterfly. They're both gorgeous. I believe... I forget what spec they are. I think one of them is a lust pet and the other one is cunning. So you can kind of switch back and forth. I think what I'm running into a wall here is if I'm going to play an alt, I want to at least do my best to kind of learn it. But also I'm feeling incredibly lazy, so I want something that's incredibly easy that I won't feel bad for, oh no, I dropped my stacks, you know? Which is something I've done frequently on BM Hunter. I feel like at least on an Ardrid, you know, someone's going to be dead or they won't be. Also, I don't know how hard it is to get into pugs as like a rando DPS with no anything, but I feel like it's not going to be easy. Coffee good. So I think I'm going to play an alt today. It's just a question of getting to the bottom of which one. Hekili, for that to remind you. You could. I don't like Hekili for myself personally. Despite the fact that it would solve that exact problem that I'm complaining about. Hi, kitty cat. Kitty, what do I do? Kitty, what if I leave it up to fate? What if I literally find like a random generator and I have it randomly select me like a class and a spec and a race. And then I just level and play whatever the random generator gives me. Hank Flake, thank you for the 35-month resub. Because then I can't complain about, oh, no, I picked the wrong thing because fate picked it for me. And I have to learn how to play whatever it is. What if it just picked me like Discipline Priest? How funny would that be? Yeah, I'm open to playing Horde. I have Horde alts. Flip your dollar on coin. What if it says Holy Priest or Preservation Evoker? I'm mulliganing. I'm already a Holy Priest and I made Pre-Evoker last season. I'm done with it. Narrow it down to 2 and then let Kitty pick by shooting a treat or a toy. Aw. Hey, Kitty. Hey, sweetie. The choice of the blind cat. Do you race pull, class pull? I don't know if I want to let you guys vote. You're gonna prank me. I'm genuinely tempted to make it like properly, genuinely random. Because you could random by class and spec. I wonder if there's like an actual generator online. WoW alt generator. Let me see. WoW class generator. Random WoW class generator. Random. So I'm just going to play with this to get a feel for how it works. Oh yeah. Okay, so I don't know why it works like this. That's funny. All right. So yeah, you can have it. It'll pick you it'll pick you a faction, a body type, a race, and a spec and class. And it's just like one flat random button. It also, for some reason, is on a completely white page that you have to like highlight in order to read. Put numbers in my alts and have the smart speaker pick. Will you also do random appearance? No. Lag makes my OCD hurt. Here, I'll tab it over again. Same page I'm on. Yeah, yeah. I'll stream it. I will say that my 2 mulligans that I get are I'm not gonna be another Holy Priest, and I'm not gonna be a Prevoker, because those are the 2 things that I just did. Everything else is fair game. Check if it's an actual one. An actual what? It's picked my main. Why not stick it behind a minimalist design, let others have fun? How's my crafting going? We getting through this? Yeah, we got another 454 of these. The one on GitHub is outdated. Well, the one that I just did, I pressed the button a few times to see, and it picked an evoker, so it's got to have it's got the new classes anyway. Should I actually do it? Here's the question. It's all fun and games to press the random button and to have it just like choose an alt. Do I have, I mean, now's not a bad time to level now. We've got the anniversary buff. Do I have the follow through to actually like stick with the meme long enough to get it leveled, to get it geared? I think that my goal would be to clear normal raid, and then to clear, I don't know, like Keystone Explorer maybe. Yeah, I could re-roll if I'm not feeling it, but if I do that, I feel like I'm opening the door to at a certain point you just pick the thing yourself, you know. I think that I kind of have to trust to the RNG gods. It's funny because I'm assuming they're going to pick something for me that I would not have picked for myself, and that I will then, you know, learn something new about a different class or a different like style of play. But it's entirely possible that it's going to be like, Hazel, play a troll resto druid. Yeah, opens there to roll no. Yeah. I did a couple practice rolls just to see if the webpage worked. One of them was Prevoker, so glad that that's not what we're doing. We've been there. We've done that. I'm gonna do it. Anything you already have? Like a Nelfar Druid or a Gnome Holy Priest? I think if it picks something that I already have, I can still play it. Although, we've already said Holy Priest and Prevoker off limits. If it picks something that I already have, like in a race that I already have, I could just play the one that I've already got leveled. You know, if it says that I should play a Gnome Warlock, I think that I play Boy, right? Like, I go for the one that I've got. I think Horde and Alliance is pretty immaterial. It doesn't really matter for anything that I'm specifically looking into. I think this will be fun. I still get to pick the name, and I still get to customize the character and like transmog them. I think that'll be important to make it feel like it's mine. And then if I get to that goal, which is to say I clear the normal raid on that character, and I get Keystone Explorer, like 1k rating on that character, and I hate it still, then I can retire it and say we did it and then do something else. But I think it'll be a fun season project. Healer Priest for the last decade, just learned Mistweaver's a better fit. Gotta decide on changing from a long time main. That is hard. Had to learn Storm 1 for horrific visions. I have 3,000 of these. I can actually just save the herbs so I can make the rest of those some other time. Because what I really want to do, what I'm really here for, is I want to sell 91 of these. I want to sell all the gold ones. I want to sell 384 of these. And then all the gold ones. And then I want to make 1,000-ish. Oh, I need more Draconic Vials of those. Feels like a variation on the ATT random game with more commitment. It totally is, too. Draconic Vial. How are those doing? 459. Yeah, it's okay. I'll take all those. 469. I'll take like 2,000. Rent a wind tunnel chamber, write down all the possible alts in a piece of paper, grab one out of the air, as they blow around you. Simple. Alright, I'm gonna have her start crafting this batch of potions. I'm gonna make sure that we have a incense down, just in case we want to inspire any of them. Make those. And then I'll show you guys this page. So this was just a, this was the test roll. This isn't the real roll. This is a random character selector. And you can choose to have it specified to Alliance or Horde. I'm just doing totally random because it doesn't matter to me. This is an example of what it would look like. So when it rolls, it looks like nothing, but you can highlight it to read it. And all you really do is you press the button and then it can decide your fate for you. Be graphic design, right? Is there anything else I can do to hype up this alt selecting moment? I guess I could do a drum roll. I could sing a song. We shouldn't sing. I have no tier. Weird, right? Yeah, I've got no tier in my priest yet. I do want to show you my score. Sing! Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Alright. Alright. We're doing it. This sounds like fun. We're committing. Yeah, I just googled WoW class generator. Honestly, I haven't vetted it yet, so I'm hesitant to paste it in chat just in case it's stealing my ID right now. Betting. Betting on what? We are gonna be da-da-da, a horde. A horde female Mag'har orc blood DK. Let's go. A blood DK. They don't even use a shield. Alright, I gotta take a walk. Hang on a second. Alright. We're tanking. I've never played Blood DK. I don't think, because like, or not beyond like a Headless Horseman thing. Because, they don't use, in my mind, whenever I've been tanking, I guess I've been a bear before, but like, I don't know, I'm very sword and board, and I don't really know what Blood DKs do aside from give their healers heart attacks, but I'm gonna find out. Alright. A Mag'har orc. Also, people are buying those things that I posted. That's kind of nuts to me. Like, they're just expensive right now. But like, you know, it's coming in. Alright. Post some of these. Post some of these. I do have more to make. I kind of want to make them today so people can buy them while I'm doing this big leveling spree. Oh, we're almost halfway there. It didn't take that long. Oh, professions. Probably just like, I don't know. Do you guys usually do professions on your alts? Blood DK is actually pretty fun. They'd just be munching on some blood. Thoughts on a name yet? No. I'm gonna need to confront the character creator to come up with a name. I feel like on alts, I usually just take like herb and mining. And then, but like on a tank, I'm often in dungeons. I'm often not questing leveling. So, I don't know. Pick engineering for early, easy wormhole? Herb mining, and I'll see if I can get some gold. Yeah, I might do herb mining. Death muffin. Gathering profs to level. Yeah, and then if I need to switch them to something else later on, I'll just do that at endgame. Huh. Female Maghar Orc. Blood Death type. I'm gonna find out what those guys do. Something, something, Death Strike. Something, something. Death and Decay. The amount of regret you must have. Rune Forging. So happy right now. Bone Shield. They do a Bone Shield thing. That's true. They do the thing with the bones and the shield. Death and Decay, that's all I got. Basically, Mash Death Strike. I'm about to play this character like I'm doing a Love is in the Air holiday boss and a character that has like one weapon and a carrot and has no idea what I'm doing. I'm out here. I'm going to lower the bar for anybody else that is thinking of trying a tank. You know, you'll be brand new and you'll get in the group, and then the other people in your group are going to be like, okay, thank goodness it's not that one crazy lady that ruined our lives. I want to craft. I want to craft the rest of these so I can put them up. So for my name, that could take me a while. I was kind of thinking maybe I would know the name when I look at the character. But then I was thinking sometimes not. Sometimes I just press the randomize button a lot to get ideas. I could always reclaim Wormbin. People are just happy to have a tank. Shield stacks are easier to manage than BM Hunter stacks. Single weapon, no offhand, can self-manage for days. Did it actually give me the brain dead ult that I wanted? Yeah, you can randomize names on the North American client. I believe the European client cannot do it because there's a greater chance that it makes something that's accidentally means something in one of the variety of EU languages. Name her Debbie. I like Debbie. What is your favorite Fleetwood Mac song? The only one I know is Dreams. Pretty brain dead. Spam 2 buttons. Bone thingy. Death Strike. Hard to die in a blood DK. We'll see about that. Thank you for your guides. Well, thanks for watching them, Don. New tanks make me feel calm. They usually take their time. Can be a breath of fresh air to the constant back-to-back pull. I like to take my time until people yell at me for taking too much time, and then I go, well, you asked for it, and I just turn on auto run, and then I try to grab stuff without stopping. Because what if the price crashes later today? I gotta put them up now. Wheelchair classes, as they say. I don't know if I would say that. Kitty, you coming back? You are all over the place today. You want to come sit with me? My lap's warm. I preheated it for you. No? Hey, baby girl. You coming over here? I was very happy she ate some breakfast this morning. She'd kind of gone off her food, but I think she's starting to feel better. I think she's had enough of the baby gate. I think she just wants to, like, have the whole place back, even if it means she has to live with a stinky dog. He doesn't smell that bad. Takes me forever with names, still end up with bad ones. I feel like the only names I've ever really regretted were... For a while, I had a real habit of... Kitty, what are you doing? She's all hopped up on something. Watch out for the door. It's hard to be, like, zoomies and also be blind. You guys can't see her, but she's having some feelings. I can't tell if she's... No, she's playing. What are you doing, Zilly? You know how cats do. Are you feeling better because you had breakfast? Is that what's going on? Careful, that's a cable. She wants to tear around, but she can't see anything, so she, like, touches something, and then she's like, ah! Poor girl. I don't think she's going to come up here. I don't think she's cozy enough. A few I wish I could rename. They were definitely the product of Teenage Edge. Yeah. Yeah, the ones that I wanted to rename that I eventually did, like I either deleted or renamed them, were when I was taking Hazel and just remixing it with endless extra vowels and letters. So I had a bunch of characters that were some variation in Hazel with, like, just an atrocious amount of extra Z's and E's and L's and A's, and just, it was awful. my gnome, who is now Inksy, for a while was Hezelle, Hazel. And, you know, we've moved on. Decayzel, that works even better. Hi, y'all. Hey, Saga, how you doing? They were the worst. And I couldn't spell them. I would try to mail things to my own alts, and I couldn't remember how to spell the darn thing. And, you know, like the autocomplete would pop up and it would have a list of like 7 of them. And I'm like, it's one of these. Better now with pizza in my tummy. How are you? I'm good. We used a web-based random character generator to pick an alt for me to play in the season because I couldn't decide. And it has decreed that I shall be a female Mag'har orc Blood Death Knight. So after I finish crafting this stuff, I'm going to create that and get it started. Because he didn't use enough vowels. Axelita. I should just name myself after that legendary axe to like manifest that I'm definitely going to get it. Doing PvP with Correct Revenge. No idea what I've been doing. Somewhat fun. Help harm macros to save button space. No. But I think, I think I'm misunderstanding the premise, but I definitely don't use specific macros anymore. I just have global mouse over. And sometimes when I'm doing harmful spells, it's messy. I turn it off if I'm just DPSing, generally. If I only keep it on for healing classes. Axe face! 10 Ren characters at one point. Made a few edgy characters, and now it's like, ew. Maybe this is the time for combos to come back. My DK is a level 19 panda named Wormbin. I could reclaim that name. I could delete him and then make Wormbin. But I don't know. I need to look at it. that would mean letting go of Axe Face. See how many pulls we need for Rak? Yeah, Decayzel's pretty good. I want her to have her own identity, though. I want her to be separate from me. You know, we must embody. Well, she needs a name. Here, we'll post these and we'll go stare at the creation screen for 35 minutes. Oh, look, I'm selling all the thingies. I love that. I love that. And then that's worth another 300k, and then that's worth another 100k, and then yeah. So these are valuing 800. Yeah, that checks out. That's good. I always like to do the math just to make sure that I am worth a little more than I was before I started, just to make sure that we're moving the nozzle in the right direction. Before I character create, real quick, I just want to show you my I just want to show you the keys I did yesterday because I'm really proud of myself. Just like a true Sunday stream intended. Ear shit. That sounds like it means something in French. Mr. Moose met a big doggy that looked kind of like him on his morning walk today, and they just sniffed noses very nicely, and I was melting on the inside. It was so cute. Anime Priest. Oh yeah, I gave her, I updated her Emerald Dream Mog because I wanted to use this wand that has a butterfly on it, and so I put her in some new stuff plus like a flower crown situation. But she's 450. I put my Rashlix Molten Heart back on because I looked at the trinket ratings and I realized that it was, yes, nerfed, but not worse than the trinket I had on, so I put it back on. I did. I am 1547, which means that I can now be Hazel, or Inksy, the Dreamer. Where is it? Or is it just Dreamer? A, B, C, D. A, B, C. The Dreaming. Pardon me. Inksy, the Dreaming. There we go. I believe that was for 1500. Dove headfirst into the leaf piles. I do have a few titles, don't I? And we did a Throne of Tides 18 that was only barely over time. So I have now healed Throne of Tides. I don't feel qualified for 18s yet, but that's what we ended up doing. We did our best. We also did a 17 Everbloom, a 17 Waycrest, my 15 Beerhold, 15 Thicket. So my rating's doing better. My vault should be hopefully pretty good. How was it? Spicy. Oh, it was spicy. Murzon's Fall, very rough. Yeah, that one. Well, there's Galakrond's Fall and there's Murzon's Rise. It's funny to me that the two halves are Rise and Fall, and I can't remember which one's which. I just kind of show up to either one and hope for the best. I didn't get my trinket. I was hoping. I did a few Everblooms and I did a few Throne of Tides. I didn't get my trinket or any trinkets, but that's okay. I just wanted to show off that I did do a Throne of Tides 18 and we did finish it. It's not that bad. So there's a ton of damage, especially on Fortified Week. Like the trash hurts, but I like that everything's pretty visible. You have some space. When you compare it to like Waycrest is easier and the trash isn't as dangerous, but I can't see anything in Waycrest, which makes me more likely to stand in something I'm not supposed to. And Waycrest has some scary trash pulls of its own. So I didn't mind Throne of Tides so much because I felt like I had some breathing room. Enough stalling, we want to see the blood DK. True. True. No getting out of it now. Twigbot 4K, thank you for the 16-month resub. Happy Sunday, Hazel. How goes? Well, weekend treating you well? Not too bad. Yesterday I had a to-do list and I was like, I want to post the stream VOD and I want to clean and I want to do laundry and I want to meditate, and I posted the stream VOD and then I played games for like 5 hours. So at least the stream VOD went out. This is Wormbin. Wormbin was level 19. Wormbin might be no longer necessary. They reset all my talents. I rebloom so many things to interrupt. Horrible camera zooms indoors. Yeah. Alright, so my fate's been chosen for me. It's going to be a Mag'har Orc, a female Mag'har Orc, Blood Death Knight. Let's customize her first. Let's figure out what she's going to look like. Wow, they do not have so many options, do they? I've been very much spoiled by the more recent classes. These allied races did not get a whole lot. She already looks pretty metal. So you've got lots of different skin options. Some of them have tattoos. I feel like I often do these ones for Mag'har Orc, but those are for like hunters. I feel like for a Death Knight, one of these more like washed out, sort of decay looking colors might be good. Something kind of, I like how the tattoos are like on the skin. I think I like that default one. What about the faces? We've got 7 faces. They have different brows. I could choose based on eyebrows. She needs to look a little mean, you know. She can't be too glam because she's not the kind of girl that's putting time into it. She can be like a little bit incidentally glam. But she's it's been a while since she's done a full beat. We're gonna I like the one with I like that one kind of. Glam is up. Make her mad. Hairstyle and color. I'm gonna put the hair. Ooh, what kind of hair color do I want? Huge mohawk. Big pigtails. Majestic. I like that one. I think I've picked that one often. It's windy. I feel like she's a very practical woman, you know. She doesn't spend too much time on it. Braids might be good because she can kind of put them in and wear them for a while. She could be bald. We could have her be flat bald. Strong hairstyle for a strong blood DK. Now I want her to have something. Maybe the 3rd one. Maybe the 5th one. Member of Blightboar for sure. And then, do we like these colors? Because they don't have a Mag'har Orc right now, so it's not like she's stepping on anybody's toes by having any particular hairstyle. Wow, these options are really limited. Yeah, that's as close to white hair as you can get. It's like a solid medium gray. I feel like it's got to be one of these guys. At least it makes her eyes look really striking when all of her her skin and her hair are such like muted tones. Earrings. Oh, can't be none. Couldn't possibly be none. Here, let's take the nose ring out for now. And we'll take the necklace off for now. And then let's look at earrings. Barely any face options, but 17 different things she can do for earrings. Fangs. Plugs. Bone helix. So she's a blood DK. So she's gonna be... not so much with the jewels. I think more with the bones. Or the spikes, you know. Although the jewels are really pretty. So the only... oh yeah, that's I think what I'm after. Scary! You don't like the spotlight sharing in the gnome's eyes, but how do I feel about these ones? Better, honestly, because they don't have like a pen light in them. Oh, this is good. New Tune Day, yeah. And then she can get her nose ring back. I feel like the collar. I feel like the necklace. I feel like we're not going to do a necklace. Leave some room for her gear. How does she sneeze? What happens when she gets a cold and she's like, shoot, like, does it just go back into her brain? Does it not matter because she's dead? Very carefully. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh. With great difficulty. You know what? She doesn't need to sneeze. She doesn't have allergies. Oh. She could be Grekarg. These are some names. Sneezing is for the living. New character is going to be my season 3 alt. I had a random character generator pick one for me. Name her Aju. So, and it picked that I was going to be a Magheart Orc female blood DK, so that's what we're going to do. Let's name her Joyce. There's no way that they're going to let me be Debbie, right? No, they're not going to let me be Debbie. Alright, fine. Deborah. No. Okay. It's going to come to me. It's gonna be like a real name. Is she scary? She's not allowed to be. She can be scary! She can be scary! S-K-A-R-I. Done. Deadbra. I like that one. That's a nice name. I like that when they're not crazy long. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna pull her right up to the top of the list. She can sit right under Inksy. Oh, man. Think Magheart DK's get an alternate intro? Here, what kind of add-ons does she need for right now? I think I'm also gonna AFK one more time before I jump in, because I want to be able to, like, really sit with her for a second. So let's turn off... I mean, she might need DBM. She needs all the things, obviously. She needs Auctionator. Yeah, I won't worry about it for now. She'll have... Honestly, not much. She doesn't need craft sim. She'll take details. I never use that. I'm not even going to turn the handy notes for her. Keep her map clear. Leatrix is good. She'll use Plumber eventually, but not just yet. Pre-made group finder, sure. So she's going to have to, like, level. She's level 10 right now. Scrap, Simcraft, TomTom, TSM. Weakors are fine. Yeah, okay. Too spooky for me. So many boosts. Yeah. Yeah. Why boost when you could level? I can't wait to fix her transmog. Alright. 1 sec, but then we're really going in. Alright. Send me in. How would you guys feel if I come back on Wednesday and I'm just like, I don't know, 5 out of 10 heroic, you know, like fully leveled. She's got like 3 set tier. She's got a colorful cloak on. Love Scary. What a gal. Oh man. Would be surprised. All I have to do is commit. Yeah. Alright. Use my normal profile. Everybody loves this part of the game. Where you just... sure. We're gonna go into edit mode, and we're gonna put my normal UI on. Good. She doesn't need friendly nameplates. For a second I thought that was me. This is me. Can I mount? I have buttons. What do they do? What are they for? I guess maybe I should do a few quests first and then worry about getting my mount set up my train. I want a transmog, basically. I have, oh, she needs to put on heirlooms, doesn't she? Should I do that now? Heirlooms. So, it's a blood decay, and I mean it. I'm leveling his blood. This is the only spec that exists to me. We're not going to worry about the other two. I don't know what they do, and I don't care to find out. But it's plate, so I'm assuming I can put on some plate stuff. I wonder if I'm going to need to get myself, like, a special heirloom weapon. So, there we go. Head, shoulders, pants. There's going to be a neck piece here somewhere. Because, yeah, I have a two-handed... Oh, I have a two-handed sword. That'll work, right? It's just leveling, and then one of these, and then maybe, like, one of these. Some rings. Any neck pieces. That'll work. Crit haste, sure, why not? I don't know. Stats are a later me problem. What about trinkets? We can put on some Swift Hands of Justice. Everybody likes those. Buttons? Yeah, I'm gonna worry about those in a minute, I think, because I don't know what any of these things do yet. I'm just making sure. Heirlooms on, good. Oh, need a cloak. Need a cloak. DK's use strength, right? Enthra, thank you for the 5-month resub. Hyped to see you level blood. Everyone likes the Swift Hand. I can choose spec? I can choose spec. That's true. Alright. A dark guardian who manipulates and corrupts life energy to sustain themselves in the face of an enemy onslaught. You know, I had a dream last night that I was at war with a sword. Except I wasn't so much death striking, and it was more just like poking to try to make the person die before they could kill me, because I think they also had a sword and they were much bigger than me. I don't think I can say that that was fake. Bolvar, you good? I can't remember if you're toasty or chili. Fealty sworn, sure, you betcha. Swearing fealty in some general direction. Thought you were at war with a sword. No, I had a sword. It was a very, like, slim sword, which I felt was strange, but I guess maybe I couldn't be trusted to wield a big, heavy one. It's good foreshadowing for TK leveling. Head and shoulders with that thing he said knees and toes. Knees and toes. Okay, so she needs... Oh, cool. They just stick me out here. This is great. She needs, Why won't it show me more action bars? Oh, it's because you have to turn on your action bars in your settings. It's separate from edit mode, that's why. So we can grab a few more of these. There we go. All right. Does she have any gold? Does she need any gold? Should she make her own gold? I can send her like some gold. And she has some bags. I don't know. It's fine. It's very shiny. Because I need to mog, basically. I can't live my life like this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I refuse to do it in this outfit. Need a new Deathgate model, please. What is her transmog going to be? That's an interesting question. I don't know that I have very much plate. Here, we'll just get on a random favorite mount for the moment. She cannot fly, but that's fine. There's a mailbox over here. All right, so I can send her gold. I'll just do that. I'll just send her like 1,000 gold or something. Gold for first mog doesn't count. Normally, I try to keep these characters like independent and make them pay for their own stuff, but I don't know. That's not the game with this one. Red. TBC Clown Mog is so hot right now. I'm gonna just kind of open the Mog UI and skim through. Ooh, a birdie. Wow. Look at him go. And see if anything speaks to me, and then make a Mog around what speaks to me. So she can have, I don't know, like 1,000 gold. And then that'll do. She's so short. She's so small in her loading screen compared to Inksy. She's just so tiny. Yeah, she'll need a mount. She'll need a transmog. She needs a title. She needs to figure out what her buttons do. This one is Ancestral Call. That's my racial. It gives me a random secondary for 15 seconds. We'll throw that somewhere. Death Grip. I know that one. Rune Forging doesn't need to be on an action button. It requires the Rune Forge. Should I Rune Forge my heirloom? Probably. Death Coil. Heals an undead ally or causes damage to an enemy. Rune Strike. Oh gosh, I have runes. So it's just 6 of them, and they're just runes. They're not like, you know, decay runes or blood runes or like, you know, birthday party runes. They're all just runes, right? I haven't played Death Knight, apparently. Expedition Yak is going to be for transmog. Yep, now they're all the same. Okay. Is that also true for other Death Knights, or is it only a Blood DK thing? Brutosaur. Because I remember being very discouraged by the different types of runes and their amounts of recharging and or regenerating. That used to make me feel dumb. So if we're not doing that, then that's something. Every decay. Yeah, don't worry. We're going to get to everything. We're going to get to everything. It's okay. We're just going to get rid of all this stuff. Make some space. Oh, you won't even buy it. You won't even buy it. Get out of here. We don't want it. Blood and red, unholy greenish. Wow, needs more birthday runes. Alright, she needs an outfit. Oh yeah, the anniversary, that's right. That's an important component of what we're doing here. Oh, she needs auto loot on too. Options. Auto loot. Very important. Okay. I'm not going to carry around that rocket with me. I'm also not going to carry around my Hearthstone. How much are bags? Let me see. Sort by slots. I can get Wildercloth 32 slots for 120 each. So yeah, give me 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Give me 3. 1, 2, 3. Give me 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then a cheapo reagent bag. Yeah. Curious why after 19 years of every player changing to auto loot, Blizz hasn't made that the default. Or just like, you know, have your account remember what you have done, so that you could change it back if you wanted to. But like, you know, having that be some kind of a global setting would be really cool. There must be a reason why that's difficult for them to do, because that's like, that's a pain. It's not a very big pain point, like it's over really fast, but that is a tale as old as time. Oh yeah, look at all that bag space. Okay, and then I don't even want these. I'm not even saving them for my bank. Okay. Have you made a hardcore character? Yeah, I got a warlock to level 40 and got my mount, and that was as high as I got. She hasn't died or anything. So there's options here. We have like complete sets that we could wear. But let's not do that for now. For leveling characters, I sometimes like to go really simple. So let's hide a bunch of stuff. Especially because that does make it cheap as well. We're going to hide a bunch of things. And then see what kind of... She's a blood DK, huh? Problem with plate is that a lot of it covers you very thoroughly. Oh, she could tank in a dress. It feels very like blocky and chunky, which I guess is like the point. Oh, she could use a harness. I want her to be kind of like, I don't know, spookier than that, you know. I kind of liked that black spiky thing I put on her first, actually. This thing. Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't know about the gold in it. Let's see, what else do we have? I mean, wouldn't you wear a crop top if you had abs like this? Wouldn't we all? I always look at the fun back pieces first. Just to see if any of them really speak to me. I like that a lot, but maybe I'll calm it down for the moment. Do I have the boots that go with that? No. She could just have shoes. Oh yeah, heritage armor. Yeah, that's Magheart Orc heritage armor. There's a few different colorways of it. That's pretty cool. What if we wear that, and then we go no helmet, and then we go osteo wings? And then we need to pick like a good weapon. Yeah. Blood DKs use a two-hander, right? We're happy with that. Looks good. Okay. All right. Well, we got the fashion titles. I feel like there's a lot of great Necrolord stuff. She could be salty scary. She could be smelly scary. She could be Spirestalker scary. If I just wanted, like, the alliterations. There's always the insane. And, of course, we're going to get more of these later on. Scary. The Seeker. BTK. Bone Death Knight. I think Spirestalker's pretty cool. Smelly. Listen, she's been chilled. She's been frozen too long to be smelly. She looks awesome. Okay. She has buttons. This one is a taunt. This one is Deathgate. We might need to use that to look into like a Runeforge or something. Death Strike, that's important. Costs runic power, does damage, heals me. Grip something towards me. Hits something. Lichborn. Lichborn increases my leech and makes me immune to fear, charm, and sleep. Death's Advance is a little sprinty sprint and makes me immune to force movements and knockbacks. I like starting new classes that I don't know at a very low level so that I don't have to figure out a bunch of buttons at once at least. Every time I heal myself with Death Strike, I gain some of that as a physical damage absorption shield, increases my attack power. Cool, mastery, alright. And then my talents, I have 1 point. I should probably look up a build, but we can just like YOLO it for now. I'm not going to bother about Chains of Ice. I could have a ghoul. AMS sounds pretty good. Surrounds me in an AMS for a minute. So give me that. And that's a 1 minute cooldown. Yeah, it's a 1 minute cooldown. And it absorbs damage, prevents applications of harmful magical effects. Absorbs magic damage. Damage absorbed generates rune power. Ooh, it looks cool! That's advanced so good in raids. Isn't there a thing where you can get yourself into trouble with it on, you can get yourself into trouble with Death's Advance on, Smolderon because if you don't get kicked back by his knockback, you, like, don't spawn your orbs or something like that? Or did they fix that? Or did I just misunderstand? May have had a character named Smelly Cat at one point. Legion intro to get the Deathgate to teleport you to the Broken Isles. 1 minute cooldown Dalaran Hearthstone. Oh. Oh yeah, speaking of Hearthstones. Dalaran Hearthstone should go on the bar. As well as like the... Oh yeah, she's gonna need her own Hearthstone. Should we just use the Necrolord one? Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll throw that as my regular Hearthstone. It's gonna take me to the Broken Tusk. That's fine for the moment. Oh yeah, she needs a mount. She needs a mount. So she needs a Grand Mount and a Flying Mount. If I was gonna stick with the Necrolord theme, we've got Taurolus. We've got Plague Rocks. Yeah. There's different Taurolus here. This silly Tahanta Taurolus. Things to do when you're dead. Yeah, happy about that. That can be a ground mount, and then we've got Maw Rats. Oh yeah, Jigglesworth! I forgot about Jigglesworth. Was that really the only Plague Rock? Oh yeah, there's also these things, that's right. I don't know, those are cool. This is perfect. Yeah, she's all about the bones. Okay. Do I want to take the portal from the Pathfinder? Wow, I'm so fast. Do I want to take the portal from the Pathfinder's Den to the Caverns of Time to go talk to Chromie? She's not gonna. There's not gonna be any point to me doing the boss just yet. I don't think. Let's go talk to Chromie. Deathrock, I think. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. The rest of them are called. Oh yeah. So we've got the Bonestone Flesh Rock, and there's also the Hulking Death Rock. Oh yeah, that's the Violent Mistake one. I'm just looking for the one that's the most like, I don't know, jelliness inducing. That's the Violent Mistake one. Maldraxxus. I'm glad I collected during Shadowlands. There's so many cool things. They knocked it out of the park with the collectibles. Blood Tusk. Oh yeah, the Flayed Wings. I forgot about these guys. Those are sick too. Use a Slime Cat on my Necro. Dark Paladin use the same mount. Yeah, those are all cool. I want to tank like a Ragefire Chasm. Are they gonna let me do that? If I just pick Cataclysm and I'm level 10. And I like queue up for a random classic dungeon and I'm like, I'm tanking. Oh, hang on. I haven't Runeforged. Hang on, we got a Runeforge. So we're gonna Deathgate. And we're just gonna go look at this and figure it out. Last night at like 2 a.m. Decided to sign up for a normal pug raid in Group Finder. Wiped once to Larry T Swift. I've not heard anybody say T Swift. That's funny. Varax somehow killed us most for the 2 trees in front of Nimue. Maghar orcs DKs will start at level 10. Allied race ones will. The other ones, I think not so much. Reinforging 101. Use the portal to the 2nd floor. How you doing today? Hello, Awful. I'm doing good. How are you? Deathgate again. Take you back to where you were. Okay. This is good. I'm the rookiest Death Knight that's ever Death Knighted. I never paid much attention to many of the, I guess Evoker, but most of the time with classes that I didn't, that weren't like part of Classic, I didn't mess with them too much. Engrave your weapon with a rune, causes extra damage as frost. Chance to heal you, increase total strength. That seems good. Armor and all stats. Which one do I do? Too Big, thank you for the 8-month resub. What is a quick way to gain renown? Just started Dragonflight. Cannot continue the story without it. Renown with which faction? There's world quests, there's side quests, there's quests. Crusader? Crusader. All right. Let's do it. Crusader to weapon. All of them. Skip Dragonflight before War Within? No. I think Dragonflight's great. Okay. And then I guess we did it. Is he going to tell me that I did it? Here, there's a target dummy. I need a target dummy. So that's runic power. How do I gain? I'm gaining runic power when I rune strike, but it doesn't say anything about that in my tooltip. It just says that it does damage. And then Death and Decay. I could make a macro to drop it like at my feet or my cursor. Your Heart Strike. My what? Will hit up to 0 additional targets. Wow. Oh yeah, and then Death Coil. So Death Coil also spends runic power. Why would I ever Death Coil when I can Death Strike? Spending runes gives you runic power. Oh, okay. Pretty sure Death Coil is useless. Like I could heal an undead ally. It seems to not do as much damage, and it also doesn't heal me. So I feel like I'm not going to worry about it. We'll put it on a bad button. Never used it? Okay. Lichborn lets you heal yourself if you target yourself with coil. It's for range pulling when your pull's on cooldown. Okay. Death Coil has a 30-yard range. Range pull, okay. Because I feel like I'd rather spend my runic power on strike. But I don't know anything. Alright, let's go back downstairs, turn in this quest. I want to get into a dungeon. I want to start disappointing people. Let me in. What's that? Taking back? Nah, you guys don't need me. Okay. And then we can Deathgate again. Or is my Deathgate still here? I want to heal you. Catching up in Retail of the Gears is a joke? Yeah, it's super easy. Okay, alright. Send me in. I think I have Plater on. That should help. Plater should be able to tell me when I'm like losing threat and stuff. Yeah, I've got Plater turned on. So this is gonna be like a 1-minute queue. So my big plan is to death grip things. Death and Decay. I'm gonna have to decide if I want to have that on a macro. If I want to make like a modifier thing where like I drop it under my feet versus placing it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just place it. Because I want to stand in it, right? Would that be true? No, I don't want to do that. Hey, Chromie's here too. How do you get so much bag space? You have to find a new home for each of your belongings individually. Made your character so cool. I want a Maghar now. Gain haste for standing in your own Death and Decay. Okay. Flexibility if you want to pull a group. Yes, you'll want to stand in it. Okay, so most of the time I'm going to want to drop it under me, but sometimes I might want to chuck it. Who dares decline the invite? Spire Stalker Scary must tank. She's going to need a companion pet at some point. I'm going to need to get like a cockroach or a fly of some kind. Like a wasp or a toad or I don't know, something that hasn't had enough love in its life. Parasitic boar fly. Here we go. Can we rename it to like Buzz Buzz? Rename to Buzz. Buzz. All right. Come on, DPS, take the cue. Don't be a coward. Everything will be fine. Bonestorm good, Oozling good. Taunt by making fun of the boss's insecurities. You saw me in my DK raid, couldn't help yourself. I used a random alt generator is what I did. Raid style party frames. I'll worry about that later. I don't like all this green, but that's okay. Alright. So I'm just gonna hit you. And then I'm gonna hit you. Oh, and I'm gonna keep running because it seems fine. So, as I do this dungeon, maybe I should keep an eye on what sort of things might I want to change. Can I walk on water yet? I don't think so. Basil Nutty Tank! That's my ult! Who are you? Farmed rares around ICC for the big bag. Yeah. So that'll get me a little threat. As long as the frames are purple, that means I have aggro, which is good. What? I swear I've fallen in so many times. What? Oh, that was scary. Nice. I feel like I'm gonna put this one in Q. Yeah, these things die pretty fast. I've done this dungeon a lot because I was farming Mog from it for some reason. So I can taunt the Stormender, I can Death Strike. Do I want to do something that makes my own health more noticeable? Wait, there's loot. So if I wanted to walk faster, I can Death Advance. Do people like doing all the bosses in here, or do they just do like the basic run? I guess I'm the tank. So I have no bone shield at this time in my life. So all I'm really doing is just Death Strike. And trying to pick up the Rune Strike, Death Strike, Rune Strike, Death Strike. Here, I'll use my Magcar racial. Yeah, sure. Why not? That wasn't scary. You're scary. True. You guys want to do the bosses? Optional bosses? Nah. People like fast runs. Edit mode. Raid style party frames. Raid style party frames? Oh, I mean, I'm using raid style party frames. Hang on. Revert changes. Save and exit. I need to turn on class colors. That's what I'm missing. I'm just confused. I like being able to grab stuff. That's cool. I don't have an interrupt yet. That's a later me problem. Ooh, sometime I should use my AMS. That's only a 1 minute cooldown. We should do that. That's a good idea. Here, we'll do it now. Yeah, it is in the options. I think I was just searching for the wrong thing before. I'm not even healing. It doesn't like even matter. Display class colors. Thank you. There we go. It just looks wrong. Alright. Spell made me want to level a blood DK. So I don't think we even need to fight those things. So you come over here. At this level, Death and Decay seems to do like a pretty decent amount of aggro. Even as a DPS, prefer to see the class colors everywhere. Yeah, I don't know what problem I'm trying to solve with it right now. I just feels weird not having it. My nameplates are okay, or yeah, Plater's fine, I think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I might want to do. Maybe make my own frame bigger, scale my frame up might be good. Just to, I don't know, keep a closer eye on my own health. Maybe I should get in the habit of aiming stuff away from people. You know their toolkit all the time? Yeah, okay. And then you get your little 10% stat buff. That's nice. Hazel, is this SOT so sick? Black Fathom Deeps, cast bar more central? I've never been too fussed about my cast bar. I don't know why. It's around. What am I really casting anyway? No memory of this dungeon at all. Yeah, this is gonna be the raid in Season of Discovery. I'm sure they're gonna adjust things. Sometimes I can't tell if it's the NPCs running away or if it's me. There's a healing totem. Oh, I can't grip totems. Deathstrike. I kind of thought that my DPS had run ahead and that I needed to catch up to go get them. But I think it was just the NPC running away and I was chasing after him. Must be very good at interrupts. Just this little empty button in my bar. You can interrupt with grip, I suppose. Deathstrike. Because I think that maybe having a close idea of what my health is might be important as a blood DK. Hope we get a Sunken Temple redesign at Season of Discovery. Ooh, that would be cool. What else can I do? Lichborn gives me Leech. That might be nice just for survival cooldown, because it's only 2 minutes. And then I'm going to AMS this pack because they're casters. Save up some runic power. This guy always drops the same thing. I farmed this dungeon a lot. Yeah, I have no loot that I could have. I think I got all of the transmog that could drop from BFD on like any class. It was one of the dungeons that I tried to 100%. I wonder if maybe I still needed a world drop or something. The Mackie Moment, thank you very much for the 47-month resub. 47 months, geez, time goes fast. Happy Monday, Australian time. Happy Monday. Lichborn, you have to spec into it? I mean, I have it, and I haven't really spec'd into much of anything. Maybe you spec into it to make it better. Next stream, you're going to be clearing the raid in Heroic. Do you think she wears this outfit forever? She might. I lose a lot of aggro, but sometimes in these low-level dungeons, I'm not really all that worried about it. We don't have all our tools yet. Oh, new ability. Blood Fortification. I don't know what that means. It's a later me problem. Back piece looks really good in there. I like the way it's sized. I like the physics on it. Feels good. A Neuronjet 2K13, thanks for the 5-month resub. Hazel, what's for Thanksgiving? Canadian goose with a maple syrup glaze. I hate to break it to you, but we had Thanksgiving in October in Canada. We did that one already. I had a lot of veggies. My brother-in-law cooked an amazing meal. There was like Brussels sprouts. Oh, I made a loaf of bread. It was yummy. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, but I did that already. Have you ever had a tofurkey? No, I haven't really desired to either. Even when I was a little kid and I ate meat, I didn't especially like turkey. And tofu's fine, and I've kind of come around on it a bit as an adult, but I've never felt that I really desired to have a tofu imitated turkey. Doesn't sound good. Just to me, subjectively. So far, it's a lot of Runestrike and Deathstrike, and I like it. I'm level 12. Look at me go. Thank you. I'm out of here. I want to look at my buttons again. At least try it once, right? I mean, I feel like try it once is a good policy for things like vegetables. You know, like if you've never had a carrot and you're like, I don't know about those carrot things. Yeah, you know, give it a try there. It's a carrot. Tofurkey sounds more like a product, you know. Might be alright. Some things you don't need to try. You're natural. Okay, so we got a talent point, and they gave me blood fortification. So they just gave me 30% stamina in the middle of that dungeon, so that's good. I could reduce the cooldown of AMS. I can make it better. Death Advance makes me faster. Deathstrike's cost is reduced, and healing is increased. That does sound good. All of them will get me towards more stamina. Also, I get Heartstrike, which replaces Runestrike. Oh, okay, so that's gonna cleave a little bit, and it's gonna make them slower. Seems good, seems good. What else did I want to do? I turned on class colors. I was happy with that. Tanking hard, will people be mean to me? Not hard to get started with. We can never in life guarantee that people won't be mean to us. The only thing we can control is how much attention we pay to it. Without heirlooms, there aren't very many things that you like even need. Those are like a green. Like a transmog green. I mean, I have them learned. 150 gold. I know. I'm raising my prices. Only know how to tank is bears. Just spam 3 buttons till 60. Easy. Oh, do I learn anything else? At 19, I can raise an ally. Oh, that's B-Res. At 19, I get B-Res. At 22, I get faster mounted speed. That's kind of fun. Path of Frost is at 27. And aside from that, it's just talents. All right. Cool. Yeah. Was I happy with that? I think so. Are classic dungeons the ones that I want to run? I was kind of hoping for like a nice, easy, like Ragefire Chasm. Yeah, it could give me lubers. Oh, it's Moradon. This is the problem. Is what I just miss the days when you would do like, I don't know, dead mines. Oh man. At least my saving grace is that despite the fact that I do get kind of lost in this one sometimes, I've run most of these dungeons so many times for transmog that I have some vague understanding of what of where to go, like that and the fact that they made the maps actually usable. Once upon a time, there wasn't even a map for inside these dungeons, and if you didn't already know what was going on in it, you didn't have a chance. Nowadays, it's a little better because they have a map. You can see where the boss is. You can follow this guy a little bit and get a little bit less lost, but back in my day, that was one of the reasons I didn't like tanking, was because I would just get straight lost. Now, these things suck from what I remember. These guys are like melee. Bad melee, painful, owie. Okay, so let's hold left. Because we're going to try and snake like around this corner, but I'll grab these two. Because, you know, it's a leveling dungeon. We can kill a few extra things. QOL changes have made a huge difference. Looking back on it, it's hard to imagine not having a map in a dungeon. Oh, it's nice. You get used to it for sure. Getting to the entrance, a true test of skill for the while. Especially for stuff like Moradon or like BFD, where it was like in a maze, basically. I remember you used to have to like beat that thing until it wouldn't spit larva anymore. I feel like that's not necessary now. I feel like we can just kind of walk past it and live our lives here. Even with the map, I still sometimes get lost. That's right. Moradon is most famous because that's where I rolled in a dagger for my pally. We actually recognize that as a national holiday every year on the day, which we all definitely remember. I'm assuming as time goes on, I'm going to get more sort of threat things, but also if you are starting a new tank and you're leveling in dungeons like this, don't judge your ability to keep aggro on leveling dungeons, because people generally behave differently in leveling dungeons than they will at endgame where it actually matters. People will be running ahead of you, they will be pulling things, they'll be soloing things, and it's not exactly it's nothing like endgame tanking. So if people have things, my motto is just don't worry about it. They pulled it because they knew they could tank it. If you get it back, that's great. If you don't get it back, that's fine too. It's a different environment than endgame. Like if you get into like a Mythic 3, Mythic 10, Mythic 20, if that rogue goes ahead and pulls a thing, he's gonna die. So he won't do it. So it's not really worth your breath to get too frustrated about people running ahead of you. You just kind of go at your own pace and then let people live with the choices that they've made. You can use that to range pull stuff. What do you think of key depletion? Sometimes it happens. Sometimes keys don't get timed. As long as we finish the key, I'm usually pretty happy to be there. What I don't like is people just dipping on keys, but that pretty much never happens to me. Because I mostly... I don't know. I mostly run with people I know, but even when I pug, people are generally pretty game to like finish the key. It's not often that I run into a group where somebody's just like, well, we wiped in one pack, goodbye. Which, that would be really frustrating. Because then all, your whole time investment is no good. So my Heart Strike will hit up to 0 additional targets. Wow, I guess maybe I get a talent for that later. That's funny. Early season, people want the vault option. Yeah. There we go. Thank you. GG, everybody. That was a fast dungeon. Low Mythic Plus keys are the most comfy way to play WoW. Sometimes I find low Mythic Plus keys can be the most chaotic ones to heal. There's like a certain key band where they're hard enough for people to take damage, but they're not so hard that people are paying attention yet. And those are the most those are the most nutty dungeons to try to heal. Okay, those ones. And then that one. Alright. Another point. Ooh! Now we're in business. Okay. So I'm going to take this one first because I'm getting another one soon. Smash the target, generates 3 charges, a bone shield. Increases my armor. so I want to use that sometimes. So it costs 2 runes, and it gives me 3 charges of Bone Shield. So I'm guessing I don't want to spam it, but it would be nice to keep some amount of Bone Shield up. I'm going to try one like that just to see. Also, I'm switching to a different expansion for the dungeons. These ones are going to be, well, no, we'll do this until we have regrets. I might eventually get like a little weak core or something. Feel like Delves will be more my jam. Making beginner tanking look less scary. Having some kind of a nameplate add-on that tells you whether or not you have aggro on a mob, I find makes me feel a lot better. I felt very like stressed and chaotic whenever I had a bunch of mobs and I was trying to figure out if they were moving away from me or not, but having Plater just change the color of the nameplate based on whether or not I have threat makes it much faster for me to just kind of like grab stuff back or accept that it's gone. So I have a Plater setup that tells me that. There's other add-ons that can do it. Threat plates can do it. Lots of things can. But yeah, default nameplates are no good. What do you think about Nelf Palace in the future? That'd be fine. That'd be fun. I don't know what I'm doing for Season of Discovery. I'm going to find out when it's like on top of me. Tiny Threats goated. Bone Shield about 5. Blood Strike otherwise. You mean Hard Strike? Or Death Strike? They both have red on them. I like these tank cues. Yeah, I want to mirror run some stuff and see what it looks like. Ooh! Scarlet Monastery! Scarlet Halls, okay. Get it. We get a quest this time. Wow. So I think we can just like go around the dogs. So now I have some Bone Shield. I can see that there are bones on my character. That's good. I wonder if I'm ever gonna, if it's gonna be so busy up in melee that I'm gonna want to do something in addition to that to keep track of my stacks. This thing. Oh. Giga Chat playing DK Orc. This is so not an ult that I ever would have chosen for myself, but I think that makes it really fun. Okay. And then I'm supposed to tank this guy. Yeah. So let's... Bone Shield? Yeah, Bone Shield looks pretty cool. There's Death Strike. Cool. Yeah, that works. Look at this Moonkin. That is a model. They look great. Can I just kind of... Yeah, I think I can just kind of... pull the boss. What spec are you most excited for in SOD? I'm mostly kind of interested to see how the specs that I played in Hardcore Classic feel. Because I haven't done like a ton of research in... I haven't done any research into all of them. I just saw what I saw on the stage during BlizzCon. So, you know, I'm probably interested to try Hunter and maybe Warlock. And that's more or less the plan. Miss Classic Dungeon so much. Moonkin running animations now make me so happy. Alright, I'm pretty sure we don't have to fight these. I thought they were going to get eaten by dogs. Yeah, they're gone now. Warlock tank sounds super fun. It's just, isn't SOD soon? I feel like I'm too into Season 3 right now. I want these guys. Oh, we can't pull those over here. The 30th, way too soon. I'll skip it and join the season and Emerald Dream too much. Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard for me to want to do both. I'll spend the talent point after. Tank Warlock just looks like a Vengeance TH. Feels weird. Hey, Tank Warlocks had Metamorphosis first. They did. I remember when Demon Hunters took it. I was there. The cracker people remember. Pepperidge Farms. What else do they make? Goldfish? It's the guy that never drops the Scarlet Tavern. I heard that it drops more often in the old version of the zone if you can unlock that with the key. Ooh, Transmog! Gleaming Ravager, I didn't have that. Still salty, not even a warlock. Yeah, like me gripping something back and then immediately running past it. So is the little number on my bone, my marrow rend button, that's how many stacks I have. That's a nice place to put that. Wow, maybe I don't need a weak aura. That's not too bad. I was very confused. I was like, I have 2 marrow rend charges, but also I can't use it? No. I've got bone shield stacks. And also I can't use it. Where are the guys coming in? Whoa. Wow, those things die really fast. Afternoon, Hazel and chat. Good afternoon. Alright, this one. This one. I still don't have an interrupt, but it's okay. Other people do. And then I have to invoke my ancestors. Ancestral call. Very important. I'll also pop.
Interrupt.
I don't know, Lichborn and AMS. When did they give me my interrupt? I hope that's soon. I should look at my talent tree for that. There we go. Nice. And then I need to make sure I turn these quests in once they show up. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Mind Freeze. Okay, so I need to take Chains of Ice to get it. Okay. We'll work on that then. Because I think I'm gonna need an interrupt. Blood Boil. So Chains of Ice, I guess I'll just put over here. Blood Boil seems important. Deals damage, inflicts all enemies within 10 yards with Blood Plague, so I can dot everything in AoE. So that's like another way to keep threat. Cool! I'm level 15! We're up 5 levels so far. Blood Boil's good AoE. Most trash you can interrupt with Grip. Grip's just a 15-second cooldown. I want like a normal kick. Plus, I spend Fortitude also sounds useful to have. I'm sure that when I get to a higher level, I'll pick like an actual tanking spec. Like I'll grab one off Wowhead, but for now, 10 more levels, you hit level cap. Corfin's Grasp is also cool. AoE Grip. Is there one of these wasps that like matches me? Like a brown one maybe? Oh yeah, there's a bone wasp. I named it Bones. Apparently. I'm not very original all the time. Because I feel like she's a wasp kind of girl. Maggie. Leveling so fast nowadays. Raid in 30 minutes. Oh, nice. Good luck, guys. Emotional support wasp. Mines are of home, you know. Are you saying that you would not bring Scary home to your mother? What is it that you think would give your parents reason to pause? Or within, she could be a rider of the apocalypse. So far, so good with the Blood DK tanking. I think I really like that Blood DKs are not starting halfway through leveling now. Back when they were like a hero class, and I think they still are, but like, I like starting with less buttons. I didn't really like the whole thing where, oh, for heaven's sake, we're here. I think this is my sign to stop doing these dungeons. I'm gonna not do Grubbus. We're not messing with him. We're just gonna jump off the edge. We've got the parachute. We're jumping. Oh, I've been slow-falled too. Nice. Because I spent like half an hour last time trying to do that. One of the funnest parts of leveling, discovery of how the class plays. Yeah, and I like being able to kind of get one button at a time so you feel like you've got a chance to read it before you need to use it. Not that I'm going to be perfect with them all, but it just feels a little less overwhelming to get them that way. Okay, so then we head this way. You know what? Maybe this dungeon's not so bad as long as you don't mess with Grubbus. You just go in a straight line. You don't do the optional bosses. I want to put my hazmat galoshes on. I don't know, I'm not supposed to turn my back to stuff, but like, I'm slow otherwise. Like playing new tunes through Exile's Reach, make me sad that allied races skip it. I did kind of like my intro being... I liked how quickly it dumped me in Orgrimmar, mostly because I really wanted to... Oh boy, okay. I really wanted to... transmog really quickly. Whenever I do Exile's Reach, I have to like not look at my character until I'm done it. So it was nice being able to like set up, you know, my mounts and mog and everything pretty quickly early on. We all good? Yeah, we're all good. Druid bear form from the world boss. I think you have to be on your druid. I don't know that 100%, but that's my understanding. Nowadays is okay. Back in the day, torture to do this place. So DKs aren't the fastest class, huh? In terms of just movement speed, like, yeah, I have Death's Advance, and that's kind of nice. You know, it's not a crazy long cooldown. But, you know, I'm not like a demon hunter. Or like even a warrior. They are amongst the slowest. Oh. So this is kind of fun. I can get my bone shield up. I can put a big disease on everybody. I can grip people in. I can death strike to heal. Although, honestly, I've been paying 0% attention to my health. I may at some point need to do something to scale up my frame, maybe? If I can make that bigger. I don't know if you can. Let's see if people are with me here. My priest is. Yeah, it's not like there's a door.
Interrupt.
I use my anti-magic shield.
Interrupt.
Oh, you can kick that boss with Death Grip. That's funny. I figured it's a boss. There's no way they're going to let me kick with Death Grip. Or maybe there is. And then we're jumping down to approximately here. Thank you for the slow fall, because I definitely tried to jump off and then use my parachute, and that was something that I guess they didn't want me to do. What other racials do Magheart orcs have? I've been using my little secondary stat thing. I didn't check and see what else they even get. Something. You guys remember when Frost was the tank spec? I remember you used to be able to tank as any of the Death Knight specs. They weren't all like equal or anything, but it was possible to tank on any of them, and it was also possible to DPS on them, and that confused me substantially. I think a lot of my dislike for Death Knight is just lingering confusion from how they were like 15 years ago. And I've never researched it since. Keep hearing about blood DPS. Another talent point, another talent point. Okay. Intruder alert. So I wonder what the played time is going to be to get a character just leveling in dungeons, tanking them, whatever, 10 to 70. I wonder what that's going to look like. We'll find out. My action bars look like this from edit mode. Pardon me. You just move the bars around. You can put them wherever you want. You can put them into squares, you can put them into lines. This dungeon really has not been taking that long. I thought this was going to be much worse. Maybe I'll tank through each expansion's dungeons until I hit one that I don't like. And then I'll switch to the next expansion up. I'll just do them one at a time like that. Don't like some of the Kata dungeons. They were really hard at the time. I wonder if they would just have terrible queue times. There's a belt. Belt's good. Anything that's like not an heirloom slot. Thank you. Hey, everybody. I don't know which dungeons are the best for leveling. I just like variety. I usually will do, yeah, I want that interrupt. I also want stamina. We'll take the interrupt and then auto attacks. Ooh, death and decay procs. That sounds good. Yeah, we'll take that for now. And then I finally have my interrupt. Tanks went on striking Kata. Grimbatul, so much trash. Let's switch this up to TBC, because I think if I'm queuing, they won't even let me into a Cataclysm dungeon until like level later. But they'll let me do TBC. Which of the classes do you think has the most main character vibes? Why does my mind immediately go to mages? Hop off, hopefully kill Frank. Good luck, guys. TBC dungeons except for Durnhold, Black Morass. It's never put me in a Black Morass while I've been leveling. I get Durnhold every once in a while. So what else can you do? What if I'm looking at the talents and I want all of them? Sounds pretty good. Which character is your favorite in WoW lore, alive and dead? We like Kelsey Steelspark. I think she's still alive. And then our best dad variant. Site for transmog ideas. I've never heard of a site for transmog ideas. I usually just look through the journal of the stuff that I have, and then I just put stuff on until I like it. Sourfang's good. Alts to succeed, but ready for the Valentine's event. Been farming that rocket for 15 years. Oh yes, ethicals. Okay. Alright, here we go. Making sure everybody gets a chance to zone in and pick up their quests and stuff. One thing my UI doesn't do very well is keep track of where my healer is. I guess I can just trust that they're with me. You know, they're around. So I remember these rooms being kind of dangerous to really gigapulse, so I'm gonna kind of take one pack at a time here as best as I'm able to. Because there was some kind of mind control, fear, some kind of situation that was dangerous to the healers. So like, we're gonna not go super crazy. Keep my bone shield up. Does that one cost runic power? Is it just free? Can I just blood boil for free? Instant. It doesn't say it costs runic power or runes. Wow, I really shouldn't be saving it then. For free? Wow. Imagine that. Free 99. Every time I level a new class, if I don't do the Legion Order Hall parts, I feel like I miss out on stuff. What happened to, my shaman? Are they okay? I guess I can't really heal them. I'm starting to fall into button mashing. That's no good. Bone shield stacks. Like, I'll press Death Strike when I don't even know if I need the heal. Oh, I got a boss. I really appreciate that this group isn't running crazy far ahead of me and pulling a ton of stuff, just because, from what I understand, this trash really can deck you. I don't remember exactly what they do. Maybe it's like a totem. Maybe stairs over here. MC Fear Room Rex, which is soon. Okay, okay. Am I ever going to run out of runes? I guess so. They seem pretty generous. Enjoying Blood DK? I think so. I'm getting a little in my head about it. I'm wanting to make sure I'm like, I don't know, learning. Using buttons in something that approaches properly. But it's also, I don't know, leveling dungeons. But, you know, if I'm not going to learn now, then when? Classic or Dragonflight? Dragonflight right now. We did Hardcore Classic for a while, especially when the last season of Dragonflight was, not over, but like when I'd kind of done everything I wanted to do with it. I want that one back. What's hitting my healer? There's an avian ripper. Is it up there? Lichborn's pretty nice for that. I didn't know that I would be able to get out of fear that I was already in. I'd like to wait for the healer. Ghosts gotta run from them. I didn't think that Hardcore Classic was boring for me. We must have had a different experience. Oh, that's a hunter pet. I was looking at that bird being like, one of these birds is near my healer and I don't like it. And I was looking at the hunter pet. There's 2 hunter pets that are both birds. Alright, I think they're almost back. So, let's see if I can LOS pull this. A little bit. How's your day? Oh, I see the ghost. Day's going pretty good. Day's going pretty good. Yeah, this room is dangerous and scary. I don't have a B-res yet. DKs get one. But I do not have it yet at this point in my life. They give it to me at like 22 or something like that. Can we res? Yeah, we can res. Perfect. Love that for Will-O-Wisp rule. It's fun to want people playing it. I just want to grab that big pat. Is it the scryers that do this? And then, I don't think we need this pack, but like, I just want to make them all go away. Call it revenge. Kate's1246, thank you for the 5-month resub. I hope you guys are having a comfy weekend. Gaming or doing whatever you do. I'm gonna AMS. I'm pretty cozy. Time's been getting away from me lately. Also, always. I don't know if I've ever had a period of time in my life where time wasn't getting away from me. But I notice it more when there's stuff that I want to do. But then I don't find myself getting around to doing it. Little Hamlet, thank you for the 10-month resub. Can I get around this thing in time? Nope, sure. Oh, no, I did.
Find shelter.
That's alright. There we go. And then I missed a Cobalt Eye. I'm going to backtrack for it. Oh, everybody else looted it. I must have just missed looting something. That should be fun. We can just run back through the entire place and then turn in the quest in the middle and then turn in the quest at the end. I must have just not looted one of the big snakes. But we're level 19 now. I almost get to learn fast ground mount, and I already felt like I was going pretty fast. There's too many options. They're all good. They all seem really good. How much of my damage is auto attack damage? I guess I don't have a damage meter on right now. Where on earth is that last eye that I didn't get? Everybody else has it. Permafrost seems good. And then just like a nice big defensive. Vampiric Blood. 1.5 minute cooldown, 30% max health. Increases all healing received by 30%. Seems pretty good. Yeah, I'm starting to think I'm not going to be able to turn this quest in. It was experience, because that's where it turns in. It must have despawned. I don't know. I'm sad. It's fine. I guess I'll just teleport out and back in. And then I can just turn in the 2 at the beginning and give up. Maybe I'll get this one again. Although I feel like it does not put you into repeat dungeons. Ton of these somnuts. Can't loot them until next month. I think mainly one of the main reasons I'm playing an alt is because I want more crests than my priest, but I'm at the weekly cap for most of the crests that I'm getting. So I would just kind of rather save that priest playing energy for next week when I can use more of those crests. Okay, so we can get rid of... Anybody want this leatherworking pattern? I will take 35 gold for it. Wow. And then we can get rid of these. Oh, we need to put those on. That's a big upgrade. Shackles, we wore those. That's a neck piece. It's a stam scroll. my beautiful transmog is kind of falling apart over here. Gotta fix it back up. This boots look great with that outfit. You think? I'm gonna just pop my heritage armor boots back on. Okay, so did I do everything? Yeah, we've got Vampiric Blood. I gave myself Permafrost because auto attack damage giving me an Absorb Shield seems just like straight good. I'm also interested in, well, all of it really. It all seems good. Extra, just straight stam, straight leech. Reduce damage taken, all nice things for tanks. So we've been playing this character for 1 hour and 16 minutes. We might have spent about 16 minutes of that transmogging her. But it's hard to say if the pace of leveling slows down a bunch. I'm trying to figure out how long it's going to take to get to 70. You know, she's got keys to do. She's going to have more buttons by then. A-bomb lamp. How many dungeons is that now? I don't know. I want to say like 4 or maybe 5. Some of them have been fast. We did Moradon, Gnomeregan, Scarlet Monastery, that BC dungeon that we just did, Sethic Halls. Item level's doing okay. She's a Maghar orc. Oh yeah, we did BFD, that's right. Yes, they'll scale down to your level. There are, when you first start your character, there will be a few of them that you won't be able to do yet. Like Cataclysm dungeons, they make you get to kind of halfway through leveling first. Oh yeah, Blood Furnace, okay. So, there's like, stealth guys in this dungeon. Okay. Aren't they on the stairs? Yeah, there's one. I guess they don't hurt that bad. One thing I felt when I was playing Keys last night is that Mythic Plus in particular, Raid feels like this sometimes too, Mythic Plus in particular feels so fast-paced compared to other parts of the game or compared to what I guess I got used to in Hardcore Classic. It's very arcadey, and it's not a problem. I think that's what it needs to be fun and exciting and engaging, but I definitely fatigue on it faster than I do doing something that's a little bit more laid back. I think it works for me that I kind of mix and match different kinds of content on different days, because I don't think I'd be able to get away with doing that like all day, every day. I think I would burn out too fast. It's fun sometimes for a change, but... So... Blood Plague. Blood Plague help. Yeah, it's okay, we have some meta aggro. They fixed the Doomwalker one-shot, haven't died this year? I don't know. I don't even remember having one last year. Alright, so there's gonna be like mines on the ground. This room I remember hurts. Returned to WoW for the first time in nearly 4 years. Being off at 15 Shadowlands. Do we think it's rewarding enough to go back and continue to do the Shadowlands main quest line? If you're interested in the story, then absolutely. It's still there, and it will continue to be there too later. It's a question of what sounds fun to you. You're not really going to have any more power upgrades. Like, you could keep leveling there, but it, like... Yeah, going back to do it after you hit 70 isn't going to help your character's gear at all. It's just if you wanted to do it for the story of it, which is totally up to you. But if you want to progress your character's power, then there's going to be endgame stuff to do instead. Not in any rush to do Shadowlands campaign. Might do it sometime between the last Dragonflight patch and War Within. I'm being healed by a shirtless Zandalari troll. Holy... Ret Paladin. Ret Paladin. I was gonna say Holy Paladin. Nope, that's a Ret Paladin. Hey, if it works. That's funny. I'm sometimes feeling like I don't have quite enough buttons to kind of pull and keep aggro on a lot of stuff all at once. But I think sometimes that's just kind of like leveling dungeon pace being unsustainable, and not that I don't have buttons often enough, it's just that these are just going so fast, you know. Things are dying immediately, things are getting pulled all at once. It's not necessarily like a me thing. Ooh, level 20. I get faster Grandman speed now. Yeah, you get blood boil back like a lot. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Wow, these guys do a lot of damage. I don't think they need me. Power leveling a second priest spamming instances. Holy no, was so fun. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with that channel. It's a bit spooky.
Let him loose!
Alright, and then you can just run down the path to get out, but you can also just teleport out and back in, and then it'll scoot you right back to the entrance. Indeed the dog, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. I'm gonna put this one on. Yeah. Oh, we've unlocked the Mechanar now. I don't know if that's a good thing. I haven't done ramparts. Are you even leveling a blood DK if you're not doing ramparts? Did I get a new transmog menu that? Thanks, guys. That's level 21. Yeah, it goes pretty fast. Now's a good time to level characters. We've got the 19% experience bonus from the anniversary event, so your leveling goes pretty quick. It's really not too bad. I spend Fortitude is another defensive. Or I could just take straight Stam. I mean, I'm sure we're going to go back and get everything. Increasing that buff by 1% every year. Someday it's going to be a 33% buff. It'll be wild. I've been waiting for the day where they're like, listen, we know it's cute that we do 1% per year, but it's getting out of hand. We never thought we would get to this point, but it's too much and we can't do it anymore. 20 is the limit, guys. And then we all go, boo, no fun. Break game over 1 month every year. Why not? Do it, you won't, cowards. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. It's a pattern. What is that selling for? 45k? Really? Yeah. 500 gold. I don't know. I have doubts. Yeah, they've done bigger experience buffs for like Winds of Wisdom. Level 21? Level 21? Winds of Wisdom was an experience buff they did. They've done it a couple times. They did one during the early pandemic. Just, I guess, to give us something to do when we were staying inside. They've done them before. I think they did one before the Dragonflight expansion launch. And they did like a Winds of Sanctuary around the Diablo launch. Was another one. Yeah, it was a huge experience buff that lasted for a while. Leveling is so fast nowadays, though, that it kind of... I don't know. I don't want to say it doesn't matter. Should I do questing leveling? Is that, like, guaranteed, like, a lot slower than what I'm doing now? I could just, like, go to Warlords of Draenor, and I could just start Heartstrike and stuff and building a garrison. I don't see why not. One of these people that keep the toaster on the counter all the time discreetly stored in a cabinet. My toaster lives on the counter because I make toast multiple times a day. Most things like the Instant Pot or the rice cooker, those go away in the cabinet when they're not in use. But nah, toaster lives on the counter. Toaster also makes a big mess. I wish I didn't like toast as much as I do because it's a messy thing to prepare all the time. Crumbs everywhere. Aww. Heirloom gear probably behind. It's not as important as it used to be. I still like having it and having it upgraded, but it's definitely not as strong as it once was. It doesn't give like a direct experience buff anymore, but it will make your rested experience last longer if you have rested. And it gives you a couple other benefits. What am I getting from this? Out of combat health regen. Little buff you get when you first level. It's mostly just nice to not have to worry about like keeping those pieces of gear up to date, because it'll scale with you. Plus, it's nice for keeping your transmog up to date because you're not replacing them. You don't have to like remog your stuff quite as often. So I'm gonna like grab this one and these guys and these guys. I'm gonna do this. Couple cooldowns, little blood boil, little death strike. What's not to like? Loki Raider, thank you very much for the bits. Yeah, the trinkets are also nice too, because you can buy like one trinket. If you get the Swift Hand of Justice, and then you upgrade it, you can use up 2 of them. Like upgrading one heirloom will count for 2 slots. Plus, it also it's good for basically everybody. Like almost everybody could use some extra haste, and then it gives you some health back if you kill something. I'm kind of losing track of what I'm doing over here. I think it's the Wastewalker workers that they're just working. You know, it's okay. I don't need to pull them. Quest level my druid. The heirloom armor exploded. Killed them all. Druid was shocked and horrified. Oh, the happy animals cheering you on as you get your travel form. Oh my god, that's funny. Big Toast releases a decrummifier to turn breadcrumbs into toast. Like to reconstitute them. The solution is just to every now and then A, clean your toaster, B, pick up the toaster, and then like wipe the counter underneath and behind the toaster, which is not a difficult thing to do, but it also is something that does not get done nearly as often as it probably should, at least in my house. I do not remember to do this. And then I end up with a lot of crumbs, and then I'm like, this is how you get ants. Will there be permanent wrath servers? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know though. What do you mean the heirloom armor exploded? It does a little AoE when you level. One of the set bonuses does a little AoE damage explosion when you level. This way. Didn't learn my toaster had an escape hatch for cleaning it till late in life. Mine has a little tray that pulls out of it, but I swear it's not... It doesn't catch a lot of stuff. You have to like pull out the trays and clean them, but then you also just got to take the toaster over your sink, unplugged mind you, and just shake it. Not violently, but that's usually the best way to get extra crumbs out. And also, I don't worry too much about making it pristine because it's just going to get more crumbs in it like immediately. You just don't want like big pieces that are going to burn. And you don't want it to be spilling all over the counter all the time. Or at least I don't want that. It stresses me out. I want to be able to like touch my counters and not come back with like food in my hands. Which sometimes means moving things. Leveled my second Zandalar Druid for Heritage. Remember clearly when that happened. Kind of feeling bad. One thing I found if I'm leveling a character with my friend Flabby is that if I think any critter in particular is cute, I cannot point it out. Because if you're like, oh, look at that cute little antelope, it's gonna die. It is going to be, I'm not going this way, but like, crushed to death with like a shaman hammer or something. Their best chance at survival is stealth. If they're never brought to attention, it's okay. So I want to run up the stairs just to talk to Green Thumb here. Yeah, he'll kill anything that I point out. Okay. I don't know where I got it. Probably from the Farak event, the little invasions that they added once upon a time. But I have a toy that makes a little mini Farak do a strafing run and kill any critters in the area. And I never remember to use it because I don't usually have the heart to kill critters, but it's pretty funny. Use that one sometime. Whip it out. I've only ever generated critters with a hand cannon toy so that I could demonstrate it, but they usually run away pretty good. Those rabbits have good survival instincts. Look at me, I'm tanking. So, how do I mitigate? Like, if, say I was tanking a raid, and the boss is gonna hit me with, like, a big tank buster. And I got to the point in the Hazel raid guide where Hazel's like, do something tanky. And I'm a blood DK. It can't just be bone shield, right? Like, do I have anything else I can do? I guess like a cooldown, like a, I don't know, a blood or a Icebound Fortitude or something, but that's a pretty long cooldown. Marrowrend and Deathstrike shield. Oh yeah, Deathstrike doesn't build up a shield just yet. Maybe that must be later. Yeah, because those are both cooldowns. I'm looking for something that's like a rotational mitigation, like how like a warrior might like ignore pain. Look at me stopping a fear. I'm doing it. Rune tap later? Okay. What does that do? Bone shield just gives me a little armor though. 20% DR. Okay, that's more like it. It taps runes. Yep. Yeah, but I feel like Iron Fur is more armor. I don't know why I feel like that. It's probably not true. Remember when I did this dungeon on my Resto Druid? Leveling Resto Druid like last week? And we got to this point of the dungeon and the tank died and then left. We were just like just the last boss. And we had to run back through the entire thing. And then 4-man the boss. Because the tank couldn't stick around for another like 30 seconds. Kmore WHPC, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Why does the Boomkin look divine? New Boomkin forms are incredible. They're so good. Alright, I'm gonna point this guy this way. I think he does like a breath situation. Oh, I have a battle rest now. I should make a mouse over macro for that. Gaggles of Moonkin. Murders of Moonkin. Flocks of them. building up that Deathstrike shield to take it. Okay. I wonder when I get that. Nice. Almost level 24. Uh-huh. Can you show the camel mount? I can, yeah. Mounts. White riding camel. That's what the current Twitch drop mount looks like. Comes with mastery, level 30 or something. Oh, I thought I had mastery. Each time you heal yourself with Deathstrike. Oh! So I could get like a weak aura that shows me how much absorb I have on that then. Because I have not been paying any attention to that whatsoever. So I have that already. I just didn't know. I just read it and then immediately forgot. Auto attacks on targets. Affected with Blood Plague. Have a chance to proc death and decay. Stamina. Very ugly, love it. Hazel, please tell us one moose story. Yesterday he ran like a demon with his friends at the park for a while. Like a long time. He was just like tearing around at warp speed for like a long time, and I was like, okay, you're wiped, buddy. Let's get you home. Let's get you some food. Get you a good, nice sleep. And then he gets home, and then he proceeds to party for another like 2 hours before he finally settles down. I don't know what got into that dog yesterday, but he was amped. He was going. And then when he finally realized he was tired, he was like, guys, Moose out. And he just like flopped over and passed out. Warlock IRL. Base UI, you can hover the buff icon. Yeah, I'm never gonna do that. Hang on a second. Can I make a weak aura? This is my new thing where I make myself super scuffed weak auras instead of looking them up like a normal person. Because I can never make the ones... I'm more willing to accept imperfection in weak auras that I have butchered together myself. So I need a target dummy. Well, actually... I just want to know what it's called. Campbell now. Dipped out with the past 25 minutes. Everything has changed. Yeah, I was just showing it for someone that was asking. I'm level 23. I was considering making a weak aura for that Bloodstrike shield, but I guess that's a later me problem. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 to 11. That is fast. Yeah, her slash played for level... She started at 10. She made it to 23. It took her an hour and 40 minutes, including time needed to transmog. So she's on her way. Night out yesterday, identical to the dog. Super drunk, partied for 2 hours long, came home, slept for 10 hours straight. Oh, man. $10 to 12? 10 to 11? 10 minutes until it's 12. Did I say 11? I must have said 11. White Camel gave me the 150 mount achievement. Ho ho! Blood DK. She's a female Magcar Orc Blood DK. I used a website to pick an alt for me for this season because I couldn't choose. So this is my season 2 alt. She's gonna be tanking Amirdrasil. You just wait. We'll see where we are on Wednesday. I just googled WoW alt generator and found one. I did have fun. And we're gonna have more fun. Speaking of the puppy dog, though, I should consider wrapping it up for the day. If anyone had any final questions for me before I peace out for my Hazel weekend. I will be back on Wednesday with some fresh Wednesday morning WoW streams, but Monday, Tuesdays are my days off. So Bloodmaid, I hope you continue to have fun with her. I think it'll be good. I'm getting a vague feel for the toolkit. I think I just need to play it a bunch more. Maybe play it off stream some so I can maybe like absorb a little bit. Get that Deathstrike shield weak aura going so I can have an eye on that. I think it'll be really good. I'm gonna go smooch my puppy doggy. I need to see you do this newer role for you. It's a little chaotic, but it'll be fun. Plus, she looks so cool. She looks so cool. Hang on. Full screen scary again. Yeah. I don't know how I'm ever going to get her out of this armor. It's too good. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.